Father God, we just thank you for allowing us to see this day again, Lord. Father God, please be in the midst right now. Holy Spirit, you are welcome in this place. Not my will be done, but your will be done. And on this day, Lord God, on 9/11, I pray for those family members who lost their loved ones. I pray for the ones who survived, Lord God. I pray for healing in their body and in their mind and in their spirit. So on this day, Lord God, have your way. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen. Okay, I always wanted to say this. I won't be before you long.
That's good, that's good.
I always wanted to say this. Okay, so for the past 4 weeks, I have been in a book of Job. I didn't choose it. It's just something that the Lord told me to go into. So we all know the story of Job and how God and the devil had a conversation. And God said, yo, did you consider my boy Job? You know, his integrity is good, it's high. God trusted Job. And this whole setup was a setup from God. Because it was something in Job that needed to come out that Job didn't even know that needed to come out. Because Job thought he had it all together. He thought if I get up early in the morning, if my kids sin, I'm going to offer up sacrifice. If they have sin in their hearts, I'm going to offer up that sacrifice.
All right.
Then, okay, calamity happened. I like to use the word calamity. The calamity happened. One thing after another. I believe that's where that phrase comes. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Because one messenger came right after another with bad news.
Amen.
So then, Job, being who he is, I thought he was kind of crazy. He was like, well, the good Lord giveth. Paraphrasing. The good Lord take it away. I was like, are you crazy? The good Lord giveth, the Lord take it away? Okay. So then as we move on, the second calamity stricken his body. That changed the whole script. Because now he's saying, why am I born? I should have stayed in my mother's womb. I should have put my knees up and blocked me from coming out. Double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But what really caught my attention was in verse 42 of Job. After God had broke it down to Job and said, where were you when I made the stars? Paraphrasing. Where were you when I allowed the water that comes up to the shore and I command to stop at a certain degree and then allow it to go back? Where were you? But with this part in 42, chapter 42, and it is, starts as Job answers God. And he says, and this is the MSG version, the Message Bible. I'm convinced you can do anything and everything. Nothing and no one can upset your plans. You ask, who is this muddy the water, ignorantly confusing the issues, second guessing my purpose? I admit it, I was the only one. I babbled on about things far beyond me, made small talk about wonders way over my head. You told me, listen, and let me do the talking. Let me ask the questions. You gave the answer. I admit I once lived by rumors of you. Now I have it all firsthand, from my own eyes and ears. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll never do that again, I promise. I'll never again live on crust of hearsay and crumbs of rumors.
Amen.
Amen. God bless us to read His word. So as I was reading this chapter, which we all know is a very long chapter, and there was three things that stood out as purpose as to why he had to go through that whole situation. God allowed Job to run his mouth for a very long time with his friends, with the three students. I mean, after a while, if I was God, I was like, no, Zach, I'm sick of that. I'm tired. He allowed Job to get it all out and all over. How many times have we been in certain situations and we just start running our mouths? Just spilling it all out. Why me? Well, if I would have did this, I shouldn't have done that. What happened last week when this would have happened? I didn't get paid this week. Why are they holding my check? Sorry, that's just one personal thing I'm going through. So 3 things came out as I was reading this. One of the purpose of why he went through, and maybe some of us we go through, may not be all 3 of the purposes, but I'm quite sure one of them is effective. One is continuing your relationship with and in God. And I can only use my own testimony, as I go through this transition, I have to adjust my life. I was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, which it really wasn't a surprise because of those who knew me 15 years ago knew that I was experiencing certain episodes. 15 years ago, they couldn't diagnose it. But this day, they said, oh, you have MS. Now, when I was in the doctor's office, usually when you hear bad news, you're like, oh, Lord, help me, Jesus, why me? But I was so surprised. I sat there, that peace that passes all understanding.
That's right.
Thank you, Lord.
I finally really could say I experienced it. Because as he was sitting there, I was like, okay. So the doctor was like, all right, well, since you can take this, I'm going to give you this. So the purpose, once I walked out and I began to talk to the Lord and say, okay, Lord, this is my diagnosis. What? Draw nigh to me as I draw nigh to you.
Amen. Amen.
So as we go through certain situations, there is purpose in them. And this purpose is that I draw more closer to him on a different level. That level everybody say you want to another level? And the whole time we sit there saying, well, I wish we could get there because I'm still where I'm at. This is what the level is. Moving closer in the relationship with your Heavenly Father.
Amen.
So the next purpose, wait just a second. We always hear trust him. You can't trust him if you never go through anything to trust him for.
Amen.
So it's so easy for people to say, trust him, but if you never go through anything, how can you trust him?
Amen.
I trust him. He knew this situation before I was even formed in the belly of my mother's womb. So if he knew it then, that means he trusts me to stand upright in him to go forward.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Okay, there's another purpose. Job thought he had it all together. He thought he was doing the right thing from the time he gets up early in the morning to probably the time when he goes to sleep. In your situation, as I go through anybody's situation, but my particular situation going through, it lets me know where am I in him. We come to church and we raise our hand and we do this, but Job was offering up sacrifices for his kids. He said if they may have sinned, this was kind of a ritual he was doing. He said may. He never knew for sure if they did it. So we don't want to get to a place where we in church and we just raise our hands just because somebody say raise your hands. Raise and clap your hands, stomp your feet, just in case I sin. Just in case. You want to know exactly where you are in Christ.
Amen.
Situations come up to test you where you are.
Amen.
You can so easy to say, hallelujah, praise you, Jesus, while you're in church, but when that thing hit, you be like, oh, my God. What am I going to do? Oh, Jesus. Where art thou now? But yeah, he was with you the whole time when he was in church raising hands saying, thank you, Jesus. This clarity shows you exactly who you are and what needs to change. You have to renew your mind. You have to admit where your shortcomings are. Because if you don't admit them, you can't change them.
All right.
Amen. Amen? Amen. What do you be thinking about? When I received my diagnosis and I was looking up certain things and said, well, Freda, you got to change the way you eat. Honestly, the Lord been telling me this for years. For years, he been saying, change the way you eat. And I say, nah, I like cheese steaks. But now, I have no choice but to change the way that I eat. I have no choice. What was I thinking? What did I say when the diagnosis came? Okay, Lord, what is it you would have me to do in this? What is it that you want me to say to others? What is it that you want me to be in this situation? You have to know where your position is in your crisis.
All right.
Regardless of what it is. You have a position.
Amen.
Either you want to stand firm or you want to fall.
Amen.
There's no gray matter in your position.
All right.
Amen?
Amen.
Are you where you thought you were? You thought, oh, I got this all together because everything's going good. Anything can come, I got it. Cool, I focus up the scriptures. God's going to answer me just like this, and I'm going to keep it moving. Not so.
Amen.
Not so.
Uh-huh.
Know where you are in your situation.
Amen.
And my last purpose, as I researched and looked up some things in reference to MS, and on Facebook there are groups. So I'm looking in these groups, I joined the groups to, learn some things. And every person who posted was heartbroken. They hated God for this disease. They hated their family members for not understanding where they are. There are children who have this disease, which I didn't even know. They get on Facebook and say how much they hurt in their body and in their mind and in their spirit because they think they're cursed with a disease. That really broke my heart. Because now I'm saying, okay, Lord, I see this. What is it for me to do?
Amen. All right.
Certain situations that you can speak to somebody directly to their situation because you've been through it.
Uh-huh.
It's different if some stranger come up to me and say, well, you better pray because you got MS. And don't worry about it because God's going to heal you. Okay. But when somebody comes up to me with MS and say, God has you covered from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. He is a healing God.
Yes.
How do I know? I have MS. I know what it feels like when you're pained. I know what it feels like when you're uncertain. See, I am able, and I'm in a position not only to speak to somebody's mind, but I can speak to their heart.
Uh-huh.
They're able to receive it 100% from me because I know where they've been. Our testimony is what is so powerful to the world, to our people. This is why we have these trials and tribulations. Once we overcome them, and we know God is going to overcome them.
Yes.
Regardless, we're going to overcome them. But the testimony is for the saints to be encouraged and for the world to be delivered.
Amen.
We have to understand that these tests and trials are not to tear us, but to bring us up. He already said he overcame all of this.
Yes.
He said he overcame these things. So now it's for us to line up when we're going through something. Take a moment, get your journal, sit down, and write it out. And as you walk through whatever you're going through, and it's going to hurt, I ain't going to lie, it's going to hurt sometimes. But as you walk yourself through it,
Yes.
and as you get to the end of it, as you write through your journal, and as you look up the scriptures that applies to your life, and as you meditate on that word, then as you go through it, now you can say, okay, why did I go through that? I have to tell somebody. I used to be a running joke. They were like, oh, you're going through something, so you can go and tell somebody. I said, I wish they'd come on because I'm tired of this. I wish they'd hurry up. And now I totally understand because I can see it for myself. I am able to minister, to talk to these people who are hurting and destitute, not knowing God, hating God, and wanting God. They need a comforter.
Yes.
All through those posts, I never see anybody who says, God got your back. He's your healer.
Yes.
He would never leave you or forsake you. I never saw that. So I know what my purpose is in this. As I walk in my healing, as I speak my healing, as I live my healing. There's a purpose in it.
Yes.
So my encouragement is, we always want to hurry up and pray a situation away. We just want to hurry up, God, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it. But as we can see, all through the Bible, God fix it, but never the way you think He gonna fix it. He never goes the way we have it in our mind to fix it.
Amen.
And sometimes He doesn't. There was a thorn in the side of He said, I'm not going to remove the thorn. My grace is sufficient. We have to get to the point where His grace is sufficient. His grace is sufficient right now with me. Right now with me. As I read, I'm going to be closing. I like to say that too. I'll be closing. I praise God for the symptoms that I do have. Because as I read, there was a lot of symptoms I didn't even know you can have during this. Great, no offense. But even with hearing, things can be extra magnified in my ears. They'll be really, really loud. But the other people, they can't walk. They can't think. They have memory losses. They can't even walk on the bottom of their feet. They have wheelchairs. They are crippled. They can't function at all. So I praise God where I am right there.
Come on, that's it.
I can walk, I can think, I can talk, I can hear. So I praise God for my symptoms. Because when you think you got a man and you see somebody else's, you best give them glory, honor, and praise.
Amen. Amen.
So my words of encouragement is stand strong.
Amen.
Everything has a purpose. There is a purpose, and it's always for your good. All things work together for good to those who love Jesus Christ. Amen.